Hello, I'm Zeta Kai. The Gunpla Network, in association with the GunplaHermitShop.com, bring you this unboxing of the SuperNova 1/72nd scale Zoids Aggressive, or ZA, Hayate Liger. This is the second offering from SuperNova in the Zoids line, following the release of the Murasame Liger, and it precedes the Mugen Liger. The Hayate Liger is the most lion-like of the three, in my opinion, with a large kind of mane-looking head with extra pieces on each of the extremities and some extra boosters on the back of the model kit. This is quite a different animal than the Murasame Liger, and we'll see that as we go through the unboxing. We'll see just how few parts are actually reused from the Murasame Liger on the Hayate Liger. But first, we'll take a look at this box. One really nice thing I like about all of these kits is that the boxes contain photos of the kit. There's no CG renderings or artist conceptions of what the kit is going to look like. It's actual photos of the kit. SuperNova is really trying to express the fact that this is a very good kit. So once inside, we'll see the bags 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bags of parts, 1 water slide sheet, 1 wire for the tail, and 1 instruction manual. Much like the instruction manual for the Murasame Liger, the Hayate Liger is very straightforward, clear, and easy to understand. A lot of black and white in the middle of the manual, the back page opening up into a full color splash page with more photos of the kit in action, giving you some nice ideas for posing. It's also decaled up in these images. Now, as I mentioned, this review, or this unboxing, and then the subsequent review that will follow, is brought to you by the GunplaHermitShop.com. You can use our coupon code NETWORK10 to save 10% on your entire order. The Gunpla Hermit wanted to remind you that they offer unlimited time frame private warehousing, so you can make giant orders and they will keep them for you until you're ready to ship, and you don't really have a time frame that you have to get that done by. So make sure you check out the GunplaHermitShop.com for all of your model kit needs. Here's the first runner we're going to look at. It's the D3 runner. This is reused from the Murasame Liger. Instead of a gunmetal color, you get a chocolatey brown. There's no metal flake at all in any of these pieces here. It's just a different color for the inner frame of the Hayate Liger. This is more inner frame pieces. I say inner frame, but this is a lot simpler than like a master grade or maybe the Kotobukiya HMM Zoids line. This is more like a big high grade or an RE1/100th. So it's a pretty simple build. Adding to that simplicity is the fact that most of these parts are undergated wherever possible, just like the Murasame Liger. This looks to be another rather simple build, which is refreshing. It's not overly complicated. It's straightforward and works well. Here's some more pieces for the different shoulder and hip parts, I guess you could call them, for the Liger. A new runner here for the Hayate Liger is this part here. Different paw pieces. It's interesting, you get different pieces there for the paws. The upper right there are extra joint pieces for the boosters on the back. Again, this doesn't share a lot of pieces with the Murasame Liger. Every part of this kit has extra little sharp pointy bits attached to it, extra claws, extra spikes everywhere, and so the molding for the paws and for the shoulders and for the chest is all a little different. This is a reused runner here. This is the same like torso, abdomen area, the base of the Liger itself that all of the legs and everything is attached to. This is exactly the same as the Murasame Liger, just again molded in that chocolatey Hershey's brown. So we'll move on to a new runner for this kit, and it's the K runner. All of these yellow little claw bits, you get extra ones here, and these, I guess, vent bits here, I guess is what they are. I'm sorry, I'm not as immersed in the Zoids lore as I am in the Gundam and Gunpla lore. I just think they look really, really cool. And here, one thing I wanted to take note of here is the edges of the claws actually have this little ridge motif like molded into them. It's a little extra detail, kind of a detail up of the Murasame Liger version of the claws. And the molding, as usual, is very crisp and clean. Get some nice vent detail in there as well. The K1 runner, Probably the edgiest runner I've ever seen in any model kit, maybe aside from some of the 5-star stories kits. This is a super edgy runner. All of these extra little knife and Sharpie edgy bits that attach to, most of these all attach to the head of the Hayate Liger, with the exception of, no, I think everything here attaches to the head for the most part. The edgiest runner you've ever seen. M1 runner is the first runner to feature this cherry red. The really cool thing about these kits is that the colors of the armor are very vibrant. SuperNova does a really good job with like the blues of the Murasame Liger, or especially the mint green, if you got the mint green armor for the Murasame Liger. The colors are very vibrant and very rich, and this cherry red is no exception. This is a very bright, vibrant cherry red, and it looks really good. I think this is going to look really good next to the Murasame Liger. We'll check that out in the review. But for now, let's take a look at some of the detail molded in. There is pretty good opportunities for some panel lining here and there. And as always, the molding on this is very crisp and clean. Moving on to the L runner, you get the same white color as the Murasame Liger, but this is a new runner for the Hayate Liger. Again, there's some extra different parts for, these are like the upper arm and lower arm pieces. And there's extra ports to add those extra sharp, pointy bits onto the Hayate Liger. This runner here contains the foot pad covers, a piece here on the left for the head, some other pieces for the head there. These white pieces are nicely molded. You can see how like they're molded from the side. I just wanted to show that SuperNova is doing a good job here. Everything about this is high quality, no flash on any of these parts. So this is technically a first edition add-on. This is a stand for your Murasame Liger, molded in the same blue as the armor, and an extra bit of arms here. It's interesting to note that this runner, a couple of the pieces have fallen out. Watch out for that. But this runner has all of the indications of what it is all scratched out on both of these. I don't know if they were used on some other kit that SuperNova made and they decided to put them in here and they didn't want you to know what they were used on, but I just thought that was funny. Now these two stands are supposed to be just for the first edition of this kit, but if the Murasame Liger is any indication, you'll be able to pick them up much later because you can still get that mint green armor for the Murasame. Speaking of the Murasame, you get this same runner, this time molded in blue. You get a new runner for the visor here. Smoked translucent pieces here. This is a 2-piece visor. The Murasame Liger was a 1-piece visor. These eyes are the same eyes from the Murasame Liger in a nice clear orange. This is another reused Murasame Liger runner. All of the little hydraulics and all of that. This is coated in a silver and looks really good. Speaking of coated silver pieces that look really good, here's the new blades for the Hayate Liger, and they look great, as did the Murasame Liger. The etching on the side is very clean and precise. The coating is very rich. Unfortunately, there's no undergating on the tops of the blades. I don't know what you could do there, but it's sure to not look great right out of the box. You get the wire for the tail, and you get a sheet of water slide decals, just like you did with the Murasame Liger. Interesting to note that a competing brand like SuperNova can afford to include water slides, and Bandai seems to have an issue with that. I'm not going to stop complaining about that. So that's everything you get in the box for the Hayate Liger. Stay tuned, we'll be building this very shortly, and I'll hit you up with the review. We'll compare it to the Murasame Liger, and I'll let you know everything about this kit. As always, we encourage you to subscribe to the Gunpla Network. Check out the Plamo Network if you're looking for discussions about other than Gundam-based model kits. And as always, everyone, keep building.